So both of these boxes were sent in by two different YouTubers that also happen to watch this show. Let's go ahead and open them up. They're going to be filled with all the stuff that we love on this channel. Let's start with the left one here. This was sent over by TCG.
Just like squirrels hoarding seeds and
Okay, I am extremely pumped to get into this one because TCG told me one item that is gonna be in this and I couldn't be more excited. So let's take a look. And big shout out to him for sending this box over. He's a member of the rep pack. He's been one for years. He's sent us mail before. And he also may have done a YouTuber's pick what I collect video, and your boy may have made a small little appearance. But let's go ahead and see what we got here. So first off, we got a bunch of grocery bags. You can always use these, you know. Actually, I do. I mean, who needs trash bags when you go hunting as much as I do? I'm gonna put the box to the side here because it looks like we're finally to the items, and we'll pull it out one at a time. Okay, so first off here, it looks like we have a Blue's Clue in You little plushie of Clock. I love it. He's got a little glitter on his bells there to give it a nice little shine too. I don't have this plushie of Clock, so I've added Magenta, Periwinkle, a few other characters into my blue mound. I used to call it a collection, but now I'm starting to call it a mound. It reminds me of that episode of SpongeBob where Patrick gets them all that giant ball of gum.
Isn't he breathtaking up there?
Essentially what my blue collection is becoming, so let's just throw a TikTok in there too. Ooh, and we got some bookage. We got a lot of books here, so let's take a look. A few pieces of media, some books. Let's take a look here. So, Are You Afraid of the Dark? The Tales of Cutter's Treasure. I do not have this in the collection. I love these Are You Afraid of the Dark books because the covers actually do glow in the dark and has a surprise inside. Ooh, and it actually has Nickelodeon logo tattoos within it. Honestly, like, I think it would be kind of sick to just have an Alex Mack tattoo just in general. Not even a temporary one, like an intemporary one, like one that just lasts a really long time, like almost your whole life. What is it called? Permanent. We have a Ninja Turtles DVD. Oh, now that's freaking tough, actually. We have the Big Halloween Scare. I do have this book in the collection, but it is not a hardcover like this. I love the green spine on it too. Gives me a little vibes of the new Flying Dutchman movie that we're gonna have coming up soon here, where the Dutchman is gonna be voiced by Mark Hamill, which should be very interesting. We also got the complete first season of Foster's Home here, which I love on the back of this. Well, actually, the whole cover and the back is the episode where they're at the mall, where you get the iconic "It's hot in Topeka." Ooh, now this is a freaking fire disc. Oh man, let me do the disc check. The discs aren't that bad either. This is Nick Picks Volume 1 and 2 in a combination pack. I actually remember on Nickelodeon and Nickelodeon Magazine, they would advertise this double feature where you could get both of them in one. That's a banger disc. What? Are you kidding me? Where did you even find this? This is the Absorbing Favorites DVD, brand spanking new, sealed. Are you kidding me? Do you freaking hear that? It's still friggin' saran wrap. You hear that? That crispity crinkling sound? It's still freaking saran wrap. Untouched by man. So maybe the man that put it in there, unless it was a machine. Extensively touched by machine. I love it. That is a grail piece right there. We also have Shredder Man, an unknown movie by Devin Werkheiser, I think, the guy who actually plays Ned in Ned's Declassified.
Prepare to be shredded.
He's dishing out some cyber justice.
Take that, sucker!
We have the Amazing World of Gumball comic book trade here, Sonic the Hedgehog comic book trade, and also a Sonic 25th anniversary comic trade. Whoa, next up here we got an Avatar The Last Airbender Rubik's Cube, which I am never going to try to do or move at all because I will not be able to get it back to this state. We all had one kid in our class or like our school that was just really good at doing the Rubik's Cube and like putting it together. And you would have never learned that fact about them except for they were the one that brought their Rubik's Cube to school. And then you're like, wow, man, I'll never be like Andrew or Michael. He can do a freaking Rubik's Cube. He's gonna grow up to be like a freaking brain surgeon or something. I'm over here and I can barely pass math. Point is, it looks great. Done. Oh, we got some Pokemon cards in here. We got a Pokemon tin here. It's the Gengar tin. I'm sorry, Poliwag. I forgot you down there. Poliwag as well. He's also featured on the tin. But I mean Gengar. And there's a note. Let's take a look. He said, if you end up with any extras or doubles, make sure to give them away to the beautiful people over on Whatnot, where you're live every single Friday. Can you tell it's a YouTuber? At 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. You get $15 for free when you sign up, and it also helps out the channel. Anyway, it says, truly thank you for all that you do for this community, and I hope the box brings you a fraction of the joy that you deliver to all of us every single week. Hey, well, thank you so much, as always, WeTCG. Awesome, dude. Sweet person. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, so we got a SpongeBob Yahtzee here, but he said there's some stuff inside of it, too. Oh my goodness. There are so many of the freaking tiny mites in here. We even got them in the cup here. Who do we roll? They got Patrick and Sandy. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them in here. I'm definitely gonna have to check this out and see which one of these I have and don't have. I'm sure I don't have most of these. And there's a few Scooby-Doo ones I'm spotting in here too. And there's a Mitchell Minion Mite. What is this? And this really cool, like, I don't know, like wall hanger or wall piece? I'm not even sure what this is from, but usually I remember I've seen like dresser drawer pulls that have had this design on it before, but I've never seen this like wall piece display SpongeBob. That is so freaking cute. I love it. It's made out of like a porcelain material too, definitely green label. And the sculpt on it is amazing. I've always wanted one of those cartoon pillows. You see where the end of them, look at the corners. They have those little like freaking like nipple things that just poke out. They're just, oh man, it's so plush. It's so plump. There's even these little divots they have to come out at. My pillow just has like triangle. Actually, the corners of my pillow kind of look a little flat, really. Where are you selling them cartoon pillows? Oh, oh no, no. We got the world's smallest Coke Zero next to my full size 2-liter here. That is so sick. The world's smallest Coke Zero. Where did you even get this from? It's got everything on it, like even the freaking recycle me again thing. What in the world? I need to get this turned into like a freaking necklace or something. That's amazing. I don't want to lose this thing. I'm gonna put this over here. And also this little SpongeBob image. So he actually reached out to me and asked me if this was a legit green label item. And when he messaged it to me, I told him that it looked like maybe it was just like a picture frame that somebody had put the SpongeBob image in. But after doing a little bit more research, I did find out these were an actual licensed product. They actually gave these away as prizes at the fair and situations like that. So it was an item that you could get. There's different circumstances on when you can find them. It's kind of an odd item because it has that gold trim, and I mean, it's just a photo of SpongeBob. It's just kind of a little random, but it's a licensed product. And one tell on it is you can't actually take it out of the frame. Like this is it. That was fantastic. We got 2 more TMNT DVDs, and we got the SpongeBob movie DVD to add to our SpongeBob movie collection. Oh, and then we have this Ultra Pro container completely filled with the OG Naruto card. Oh yes, my childhood is rushing back to me. These are literally like the first couple sets. It's even got the holographic Naruto Uzumaki in it. That's really cool. And then we have one more thing it looks like in here. And I think this is the extra special thing that he sent. Oh, oh yes, this is it, Rep Pack. Big shout out to WeTCG for oh my gosh, that is legendary. So big shout out to WeTCG. He actually got reached out to. I'm a little jealous. Wendy's reached the same time Wendy's reached out to me to do the promotion for the box they sent me. He got sent this one, and I was checking my email, waiting. The company that makes the game actually sent him this Patrick Star mystery box for him to open up in a YouTube short. And I was so freaking jealous. I was like, oh dude, I just want to add that to the collection so bad. It's so sick. And of course, him being as awesome as he is, he was like, oh, well, after I'm done with it, I can send it to you. I was like, are you kidding me? Absolutely. So he actually sent it over. So this is the press kit for the Patrick Star game. And Outright Games, I'm here. maybe next time, you know, hit me up. But either way, thanks to the freaking homie, we actually got it. So let's take a look. It's the Patrick Star Game promotion. Oh, it smells so good inside. It's got a little note here. Hi friend, it's me, Patrick. I've got something super duper special for you. A jar of plain mayonnaise. Yep, you heard me right. But is it an instrument? No, and neither is horseradish. Wait, I may have dropped something in the jar. Can you help me find it? It will be a fun treasure hunt under the mayo sea. To find the treasure, you gotta pour out the slime. Who knows what you'll discover? Maybe it's more mayo. And don't worry, this isn't the last jar of mayo you'll see. Get ready to find more of these around Bikini Bottom soon. Enjoy the mayo slime and get ready for some undersea fun. So when he opened this up, inside of the actual container, there was a little hidden message bottle that when you opened it up, it was a code to actually play the game. I mean, the game is cool, but for me, I'm a man of merchandise. I'm a man of memorabilia. I'm a man of collecting. The coolest thing in this whole thing was the jar itself. So this is an officially licensed jar of Patrick's mayonnaise. A slime jar of mayonnaise. Like, are you joking me? That is so freaking tough. Oh, and it smells freaking so good. It doesn't smell like mayonnaise at all. It just smells like Elmer's glue. It says made with free-range slime. Do not eat. Supervise children. Keep out of the reach of small children. Pets. Contains small parts and borax. You guys never get any borax? And ever say, hey, can you pass me the ketchup and the side of borax? So thank you so much to him. This kind of stuff is crucial for building this collection and being able to archive and preserve this for years to come. So years down the line, when many people have forgotten the Patrick Star game, and the people who grew up with it look back on that game and start to reminisce on it and have that nostalgia, there are still pieces of history from that time and the launch of that game that still exists. So I will look after this and keep it preserved, and I do not take that job lightly. So thank you so much. That is amazing. I appreciate you so much, man. He said that he knew it had to be added to the collection, so he was happy to send it. And man, I'm so grateful. That is so kind of you. Like I said, he's one of the sweetest people I've ever gotten to talk to, and I appreciate him so much as a member of his community, but also as a friend. So thank you so much, WeTCG. That was awesome. So we'll have to wrap this guy back up. I know some of you guys probably want me to put the mayo on display right here, but I think the box itself is really cool. I'm just gonna put the box out because that's just epic, man. And that was the end of WeTCG's box. Thank you so much again. We'll have to check out some of these glow figures and also that glow-in-the-dark book. But on that note, let's go ahead and check out our next package, what came over from somebody else in the YouTube space. Okay, so this one was sent in by Limestone Picker, which I think is so weird. They sent the exact same box. Like, they had no clue that they were both sending a box, and nor were they at the same time, and they picked the same box. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out Dustin's channel, and then we'll open the box.
What's up, guys? My name's Dustin. I go by Limestone Picker here.
Okay, so Limestone sent this one over. Let's check it out. I have an idea of what I expect from it because Limestone, if you guys haven't checked him out before, seen his boxes on the channel before, his name is exactly what he does. He goes out picking in his area. He goes with his friends, his wife, his brother, and they go to different thrift stores, garage sales, flea markets, and they try to find some awesome treasures that they can add to their collection. But along the way, he often finds Nickelodeon stuff, and he puts it to the side to send over here for the rep pack for us to add to the collection and for us to check it out as a community. That's so freaking sweet and way nicer than he ever needs to be, but that's just who he is, and I'm so grateful again to have him as a friend. Thank you so much, Limestone, for sending this over. He's an absolute legend. Appreciate it. He's so generous. So let's see what we got here in store. Something that's trying to pop out. Somebody's trying to fight out of the box. What is this? Whoa, I see what it is. That is a big Patrick. What in the world? That is massive. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the Universal Studios one? Yes. This is a 2005 Universal Studios Patrick. How did you get that? He does not live that close to Florida or that close to California, so how somebody in his area had, I mean, I guess people travel, people go on planes, they have buses, I mean, they figured it out. But somehow they got a Universal Studios Patrick all the way in his area. We do not have this in the collection. And this one is way better quality than the body pillow Patrick that you typically see. I actually have the body pillow Patrick right here, and if you look at them side by side, you can see the quality is so much better on this one. Like the smoothness, like his actual fabric is so much softer. This one kind of feels like sweatpants, whereas this one kind of feels like a silky kind of plush, like fur. You can see on this one, all the little bumps and stuff are just kind of printed on there, whereas these ones are actually stitched in there. And the reason why is this one was like a $20 thing you got at Walmart. It's iconic and it's super nostalgic too, being that it's green label, but this was probably like a $40 souvenir, so you kind of had to make it a little bit more worth it for somebody to end up, you know, taking that and carrying around the park all day with them. So that is awesome and a legendary find. Universal Studios Patrick, welcome to the family. What in the world is some of the stuff he's got in here, dude? Next up, this is the, oh yes. This is the SpongeBob, don't you eyeball me, boy, coin bank. This is the Sheriff SpongeBob coin bank here. I actually have this one in the collection sealed, but this one's cool because I don't have to open mine up and you can put them on display. And look, you can actually see the reflection of stuff in that. Look at that lip. That lip says justice. He's so cute. There's also a SpongeBob Defending the Secret Formula DVD. Or no, sorry, VTech game, which I don't think I have the cartridge for this, nor do I have the actual game. So that's a cool piece. There's a Toy Story 3 VTech game. We got a SpongeBob CD case, super classic. We got a green label still with the tag on it, SpongeBob Namco plush. It's crazy how many of these like green label plushies they actually made, especially Namco, because you would think like, oh, like we've made one, let's just keep reusing that mold and selling it. But there's so many variations between keychains, Stitch plushies, memory foam, these ones, which is like a mesh material. Like there's so many variations. It's wild, but I don't have this one. There's a Scooby-Doo. Is that like a, that's not a hearse, right? I think it's just one of those like old 90s wagons where the seats sit backwards. Kids just stare at you while they're driving and it's kind of uncomfortable. If you've never seen that, then just consider yourself lucky. You know, that's an awkward situation. Me and my grandpa sitting there driving and just these kids just staring us down. Not blinking, not deviating their eyes for a moment. And when you're a kid also, you feel like you're on equal footing. Both staring each other down, checking to see who's the strongest kid. Whoa, that's a really cool piece. A Camp Lazlo like Jeep, which I didn't even know Camp Lazlo, like I didn't even know they had Cartoon Network cars like that. We have this guy from, I think, Eureka's Castle. Oh, and this was something he picked up. He sent me a picture of it, and I was like, dude, you have no clue how sick of a find that is. The Bikini Bottom Book of Games. Like, look at the artwork on that cover. That is just gorgeous. Like, poster level quality artwork. The colors in this cover is like what I feel like my blood should be colored. Like, that is just everything that I love. I love that deep, rich, like, blue lagoon. You got the green in there, the purple. You got the SpongeBob logo, and then you got all the color of the different characters running down the track. And although these images are like style guide images, the way they're utilizing them looks so original and like formulated to this actual game. It's beautiful. And then you got all of the pieces too there. I have actually the Patrick and the SpongeBob figure in the collection, but I didn't know what they came from until he sent me this picture. And it's got Sandy there as well as Squidward, and then a little dice there that you don't have to worry about losing because all you do is press down on it and it rolls the dice for you. And he got it for $4 at his thrift store. What? Look at this first page. This is actually technically a SpongeBob movie product on top of it, because this is actually a board game themed around the SpongeBob movie. You can see you've got the SpongeBob movie roadmap right there, as well as you've got Neptune, the movie Neptune, Mindy, and the Krusty Krab 2, The Crown. You even got appearances from Dennis, which is like really weird because you don't see Dennis on a lot of merchandise. And then you also have the Chum Bucket helmets. Like these are the spots to avoid because of the Chum Bucket helmets. And then, like I said, Dennis is right up here. This is a genuinely wild book. And like the canon of it is so interesting. Like this is supposed to be like where they, you know, run into those monsters while they're men. But those are just fish from Rock Bottom. You know, they use that as the monsters from the movie, even though the monsters in that movie are actually like super freaking good at music compared to these guys. You guys barely speak English.
I can't understand your accent.
So technically a SpongeBob movie item, and then the R game. This is a pirate themed map right here. Like this book is so underrated. I mean, maybe it's not underrated. Maybe it's just like nobody knows about it. So you got 3 games in one, and one of them is the freaking movie, dude. You can join us in the event with 5 cool games. 4 are based on favorite SpongeBob episodes, and 1 is inspired by the SpongeBob movie. And it has that on the back. So this is technically a SpongeBob movie item. That is a beautiful freaking piece. Thank you so much for sending this over, Limestone. That is an incredible find. He also sent over this, which is it looks like a SpongeBob sleeping bag, maybe? An interesting design on it. It's kind of like a sleep cot, I would say. Like, not really a sleeping bag. I believe they call this a nap blanket, where the pillow is built into it, so you just unroll it. You know, kids, they'll sleep on anything. You don't need a blanket. You don't need like a zipper to cover them up. You know, just give them something soft and a little cushion for their head, and they'll plop down on that thing and take a 25-minute nap and then wake up complaining about something. So, I don't know. I don't have kids, but that's what I did. So, a little freaking sleep mat here. There's also this, the Wild Thornberries kit. So it looks like maybe this goes to like some kind of like racing or like track-based game, and these are like overlays for it, almost like skins. You know, you kids nowadays, you play video games, you have skins for your already existing characters. Like, I think that's what this is. Ryan, what the heck is a Zip Zaps?
Hey, nice car.
But this is an overlay skin for the Wild Thornberries. But this is for the movie. This is for the Wild Thornberries movie. This is more movie merch. That's freaking sick. So yeah, it says turn your Zip Zap Micro RC into the Wild Thornberries movie character. So they're already existing cars, like you can have RC cars, and you can reskin them to be whatever toy you want, which is a cool little touch. It was like DLC before DLC, or you could call it DLC during the time of TLC, whatever you want. We got a vintage SpongeBob shirt. Now this is something I like would love to get more of, but I just never can find them in my area, is the vintage SpongeBob t-shirt. Like, that is a sick design. SpongeBob angel pants. Like, I don't even really care if they're my size. If I could find some of these, like, I would pick them up. Like, even if they're not my size, as long as the condition on them is good, that is a sweet find. SpongeBob angel pants. He is adorable. Like, this one actually looks like it could fit me. Like, if this fits me, oh, dude, this might fit me. Oh, yeah. That's gonna get worn if I can. I'm gonna try it on. But if not, then I'm gonna definitely collect it. Either way, it's a vintage SpongeBob tee. You got the SpongeBob pajama pants, and the freaking belt says booty. That is awesome. Dude, you got some good finds here. And then you got the vintage magenta and blue towel here. So that is so sweet. They're so cute too. There we go, the blue and magenta towel to go with it. Everything was amazing. Thank you so much for sending this over, Limestone. Stay tuned here, guys. For both boxes, I gotta add a couple items to the collection here in the cavern. Of course, only some items are gonna go here in our showcase room, but everything we're gonna add to the vault too. Thank you again so much to both of them, Limestone and WeeTCG. They always help me out so much, and they're so kind, and I highly recommend you guys go check out their channel, just because they're both really sweet individuals that I'm grateful to have in my life and as a part of this community. To go check them out down below in the description. Their links will be down there. Stay tuned here. If you guys want to support the show further, you can check out the Patreon, where you can sign up for only $2 a month, and when you sign up, you'll get extended versions of this video and every other video that I upload on YouTube here, 100% ad-free. It helps give me the chance to make these videos for you and not make them for the YouTube algorithm. And when I make the content, it gives me more freedom to do the type of videos that I feel you guys want to see, rather than what YouTube wants me to make. So thank you already to the people on Patreon for giving me that freedom. I appreciate it so much. Again, you can sign up for only $2 and it helps immensely. And if you want to get some of these extra tiny mites, some other items that end up being doubles, I'm live every single week on Whatnot, where we auction off all the stuff that we love right here on this show. And I also do giveaways every single week. So I'd love for you to be there and be part of it. That link's down below. Stay tuned here. Before we add anything, you know the drill. Scan it. Booty! Okay, so adding the Patrick Star game press kit to the collection here. As I always say, this is the showcase room. Not everything can fit in here. So sometimes we do have to swap some items out to give new items a space to be seen by the beautiful people. So the SpongeBob and Patrick Jellyfish Riders will be going out of this collection and will be going into our vault. And the Patrick Star game will be going there. I think it's much more fitting because we have the Battle for Bikini Bottom box set here, the Cosmic Shake box set, and Patrick Star didn't get one, but this is the closest thing to that, so we'll put that there. Okay, and I think that is a much better fit. My goodness, does that fit in perfectly. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much to WeTCG again. All right, and I gotta wash this Patrick as well as this Angel t-shirt, but these will be going in the collection for sure. This Patrick may actually swap out this big bottom lip boy here inside of the paddy wagon. And sorry guys, I'm not gonna be able to add everything really today. You can see the cavern is a mess right now because I'm trying to go through this Jimmy Neutron and Fairly Odd Parents and SpongeBob collection, which hasn't been featured in a video yet. And while I'm going through all of this, it has made quite a mess, so there's only certain parts of the collection I can easily get to. So I'm adding as much as I can, and we'll add more along the way. Okay, and the book of games is still a book, so I put it on top of the bookshelf. It's another new backdrop here for all of our other SpongeBob books and stuff like that. I love the cover on this so much, so I think it's a great piece to add right in here. And the absorbing favorites, since this is a sealed one, I do have a collection of DVDs and VHSs that I am working on inside the house slowly but surely. This is where I put all of my DVDs that I am watching actively. This is every single SpongeBob special release. Don't judge me, they're out of order right now, okay? Sometimes when you get them out and you want to watch them, you're like, okay, I just want to put it on top. So that's all of them though. This one will be going inside of that vaulted collection, seeing as that I do want to keep it sealed. But as of now, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here. Again, big shout out to WeTCG and also Limestone. Their links will be down below. Go check them out. If you guys are interested in the Patreon, the whatnot, that information at the top of the description as well too. I'll see you guys over here in this video that I know you're gonna love. And as always, Rep Pack, I will see you beautiful people in the next one. Adios and bloop.